A 2-million-year-old human skeleton has just been unearthed, with its hidden mysteries sending shockwaves through the scientific community. Welcome to the mysterious universe. Dear friend, the mystical world always holds countless wonders that humanity has yet to fully uncover. From the majestic ancient citadels of distant eras, to the remnants left behind by our human ancestors, and even the mysteries shrouding that colossal skeleton. The scientists were utterly astonished and stunned while attempting to uncover its mysteries and original age. Let's uncover the mysteries of the enigmatic universe right now. Hundreds of medieval human skeletons. Scientists in the United Kingdom have unearthed over 240 sets of remains in a burial ground, believed to have once belonged to an ancient church from the medieval period. While excavating the area that was once St. Xavier's Monastery, they discovered this pile of bones. The sanctuary was established in 1256 by Dominican monks, black monks, and the regular teaching of Catholic doctrine on the streets has become a distinctive and recognizable feature of the local community. Frank Murphy, the excavation team leader, stated that among the skeletons found, some showed signs of trauma, including puncture wounds on the skull. Frank Murphy suggested that there could be multiple causes behind this issue, which require further in-depth research. However, it is known that this area was besieged in 1405 and may have fallen victim to the conflicts of that time. Additionally, archaeologists discovered several ancient tombs located within the cemetery area. It includes a crypt containing the remains of a person whom archaeologists believe may have been a priest. Notably, they also discovered several exquisitely carved floor bricks, believed to be remnants of an ancient church that once stood at the site. According to records, St. Xavier's Church continued to operate until the 16th century, following the schism between King Henry IX of England, the Church of England, and the Catholic Church. This fossilized skeleton belongs to a young woman approximately 20 years old, from an ancient ape species, ancestors of modern humans, dating back over 3.6 million years. The skeleton of this human ancestor is the oldest archaeological artifact ever found and is now being displayed for the first time. Littlefoot. Researchers believe this skeleton belonged to a young girl who died after falling into a 20-meter deep cave. Southern ape man. This mammal is the closest ancestor of modern humans, exhibiting intermediate traits between apes and humans. Scientists initially believed that the southern ape walked on all fours. However, this view changed when they discovered its small foot, as it bore more similarities to humans. According to researcher Ron Crack, who discovered this skeleton, the small engravings on the stone slab depict the ancestors of humankind. At first, humans stood and moved on all fours, then gradually stood upright as you see in books. This is utterly nonsensical. He accidentally discovered this breakthrough among fossil samples in the Staffankeen region, 48 kilometers northwest of Johannesburg. Giant fossils discovered in North America. North America is a land shrouded in countless mysteries of the world, many of which are tied to tales of giants. Over the past 200 years, archaeologists have uncovered more than 1,000 skeletal remains measuring 2.7 meters or taller during excavations in North America. Notably, a 2.13 meters long skeleton was discovered in Staffankeen, Ohio in the 1980s, though this may not be its exact length. According to archaeologists, this skeleton was missing the knee portion, so if the leg had been intact, its height would not have stopped at just 2.13 meters. It was strange when, many years later, a 2.72-meter-long skeleton was discovered on Catalina Island, California. This object was discovered by an amateur archaeologist named Arab Greedon. This 2.7-meter-long skeleton was identified as belonging to a young woman, placed inside an oversized coffin. The mystery deepens as around the girl, the remains of 64 children were also buried, discovered around the same time as this skeleton in various other areas of the island. They also discovered over 3,000 unusually large skeletons, with an estimated average height of 2.1 meters from the top of the head to the ankle. However, upon hearing about skeletons over 2 meters long, many people would likely think that this size isn't truly gigantic. What do you think about a skeleton measuring up to 3.6 meters long? This skeleton was discovered in Rumco, California in the 19th century. Specifically in 1833, when soldiers were digging a large pit to store gunpowder at this site. A giant skeleton measuring up to 3.6 meters in height has been discovered. The tomb of this individual is surrounded by intricately carved artifacts and large stone slabs. Outside the grave, there are also two spearheads serving as mysterious symbols, yet no one has been able to decipher their meaning. Notably, this skeleton features two pairs of double jaws, consisting of two upper jaws and two lower jaws. However, afterward, the authorities secretly ordered the remains and all accompanying artifacts to be reburied. Additionally, in 1870 in West Hickory, Pennsylvania, another skeleton measuring up to 5.4 meters in length was discovered, shocking the public. This skeleton was buried more than 3 meters below the ground. Alongside that, there is also a giant wax coat and a sword about 2.7 meters long. However, to prove that these are truly the remains of ancient giants, scientists still need more time for further research and hope to find answers about these skeletons in the future. Divers have discovered what has been identified as the remains of an ancient human skeleton, believed to be the oldest and most intact ever found in the Americas. When they dove into Hoyo Negro, also known as Black Hole, a water-filled cave located in the Yucatan Peninsula, 55 meters below the water's surface. This pit was a deadly trap for animals during the Benga period 13,000 years ago. Many animal species, including mountain lions, tapirs, and some other extinct species, including the saber-toothed tiger, the short-faced bear, the blood-drinking dire wolf, and a previously undiscovered species of giant ground sloth. Perhaps during the earlier Benga period, when sea levels were lower, these creatures could easily move along these tunnels, and finally discovered the black hole they could never escape from. The skeleton of an adult woman found is perhaps the most intriguing discovery. Scientist Schubert stated that this is the oldest and most intact human skeleton ever discovered in the Americas. Notably, this skeleton was preserved alongside an incredibly diverse megafauna. This fossil is preserved in an exceptionally unique condition, allowing us to reconstruct various aspects of its anatomy, evolutionary and behavioral relationships. The diversity of the animal kingdom has opened up a fascinating new perspective on this field. In the context of increasingly rapid climate and environmental changes, these bone specimens date back to a much later period than the formation of the Panama Land Bridge, which connected Central and South America approximately 3 million years ago. Accordingly, the excavated skeleton of the woman was named Naya. Analysis of Naya's lineage shows her DNA is a perfect match with present-day Native Americans. This means the first Americans migrated here from Siberia by crossing a land bridge, which no longer exists today. The fierce battle between mighty giants. In a cave in southern Thailand, locals and archaeologists discovered a human skeleton dating back several decades. What astonished them was its enormous size, estimated to be up to tens of meters, along with the skeleton of a coiled reptile. The research findings suggest this could be remnants from a fierce battle between giants and the Titanoboa snake species. The ancient bat species existed over 60 million years ago. Several Thai television stations traveled directly to the cave to report live on this significant discovery. Previously, there were reports of a giant humanoid sea creature named Myogen discovered in Antarctica in the 1990s. And occasionally, they can still be spotted in the South Pacific and South Atlantic even to this day. It stands about 20 to 30 meters tall, with a hunched back, a whale-like body, yet it has limbs, fingers, and a head resembling a human's. Then do giants truly exist, perhaps even some individuals still alive today, hiding deep within dense forests or atop the most treacherous mountain peaks? To this day, scientists continue to tirelessly research these issues in hopes of finding answers within the next few decades. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just explored together the fascinating discoveries about these mysterious ancient skeletons. Do you know any other fascinating discoveries about the mysterious universe that we haven't mentioned yet? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. This brings us to the end of today's video. More interesting discoveries will be shared in the upcoming videos.